Once again, you're welcome to this video training course on building world-class website using content management system WordPress. And like I've said earlier, that when we build website in this dispensation, we should have it in mind that people browse with different kind of devices. Hence, we must build a responsive website. Hence, the kind of theme you get must be responsive. So very quickly, we're going to be doing something amazing. For example, this Swag West African website using same when associate. I'm going to change this theme, and I want us to work around some new themes now. That's exactly why we're here. For example, we're going to leave tender hair blog now and concentrate using a full-blown live, a massive project, which is Nigeria News. This nigerianews.ng, a top-level news website, as a matter of fact, that I've just turned around for this learning purpose. Okay, let's look at this. This Nigeria News, this one associate team. But by the time we go back to the back end, that's the dashboard, we can see different kind of theme on the dashboard there. When you go, definitely you should know where to go to now to see the themes. On your appearance, you check for themes. You see the various themes we have there. I already installed these themes. You taught us how to install themes earlier. This is it. This news themes. Let me do this now. I'm going to activate right away. I will activate. So this theme you are seeing here, that's in super theme. That's the same theme the trend is using. I admire that theme, but when you design, definitely you should come up with a different kind of, I think another news website like the Sun News Online also, as in, but you remodify it, you understand, change the color, change everything. That's exactly the same thing they are using there, for example. Okay, so here we are. This is a newspaper theme. See it here. Let's check our page now. It should be altered by now. So what do you see? Everything there has changed. Everything has changed right away. Everything has changed completely. You see? So we need to start working around this theme to make sure it now look exactly like what we want. When you check on latest, for example, see everything is modified completely. You see that everything has changed completely. This is for this theme. So the logo space is going to be here. So for each theme, there is a panel. There is a specific area where you walk around the theme, adjust the theme completely. For example, but if you are starting up afresh, you don't have a very good idea about to work around this theme. One of the things you do is you could, as in, install what we call the demo. For example, this is the demo for this site. The demo contains content, good content. You can actually preview it. You can preview this demo. Amazingly, this particular team supports probably are designing a site for cars or travel for sport. They have amazing. Look at what we have here now. It's going to preview to let you see if you are using this particular one, this art of publishing, that is what you are going to get. So it's going to show up. For example, you are building website, you are a Fiverr seller. There are a number of gigs that will say, I will create an exact demo. You understand? What you do on that note is simple. You come here and you install the demo. Automatically, that demo will be installed straight away into your site. If I do that now, it's going to overwrite the entire content I already have here. But I can decide not to use this demo because I'm already conversant with the menus, everything about this thing. Everything. So this is amazing. This is what you see here now. That means if I should use this particular theme, that particular one, I'm going to get this. That's the implication. And it's good at times you actually do that to start up. So it's going to help you amazingly. It's going to help you. It's going to help you to get the best of results. It's going to help you. You see that? It's going to help you. So we have other form of demo here. You have the car, so you can also what? Decide to preview this. You see that? So you see all manner. You see them in different capacity. So any team, usually premium teams you are buying, you get, they will give you access to install demo. So from that demo, you cannot begin to change your content one after the other. You cannot begin to change the content. Oh, you see this guy is there. Oh, you change the content. You begin to delete their own article and begin to install yours. You see this? It's fantastic. This can even give you an insight like, oh, if you are passionate about writing, doing stuff on cars, this is actually an idea now. For example, those taking this course for the purpose of blogging, if you are a car enthusiast like me, understand, you can begin to blog around cars. That means your blog is going to be about cars, latest models of different cars. And again, it may not just stop there. I met a friend recently, sometimes ago, and he was discussing about, probably you're in Nigeria, you want to buy cars, UK use, American spec, American use, different kind of, a number of things you should look at before you buy cars, things that will really help you, or probably first aid stuff to cars. You understand? So I kind of emphasize this. When you buy original teams, you get the best of stuff like this from them. You get the best stuff like this. I'm going to give us some teams alongside, as in premium teams anyway. Premium teams worth good money that you can actually use. Some of them anyway, they don't have license key yet. So if you enjoy them very well, you can actually pay for the teams, but you can actually use them even without paying for the license key for now. Yes, and so this is just it. It's an example of how you work around this kind of thing. So when you install the demo, it's going to help you to know where to put what inside your team, practically, powerfully well. So right now, this is what we have on Nigeria News. For example, you already have this on the site. There's a lot of work, but like I told us earlier, that each team actually have their own panel. And this, for example, here now you see what team panel. If you click on team panel, this is unique for this team. I'm going to be using a different team entirely. You understand? So for example, now this is my team panel. Everything about how to configure this team, work around this team lies inside here. So to each team, it is the configuration of the look of any team is determined by their panel. They have their different panel. For example, now let me quickly change something that may just come. Oh, let's say team color. This team should be. I want to change the color. The color should be. I don't want to use that blue that can't. Probably I want to change it to, let's say, red. What do I do? See, by next time I preview what happened, I've had my stuff changed to what? But these guys you see here, this particular one would have changed to red. Or this menu like change to red. You see, the same way, there's a lot you can actually change. I'm not going to use this team, and I'm going to use a team that is more complicated than this. I'm going to use a team. And one of the things you do, for example, you already have this. It's going to help you to know, you see, this is amazing. This team is fantastic. Very, very fantastic. Very, very fantastic. This, I must tell you, this is one of the best team. For example, I think there's another site also that uses this team. Not them. I think Daily Mail, yes. It's another site. Let's not forget, you're not just doing this to build a site for yourself. You're actually saying you can build a functional 21st century site. This is like you see in the introductory clause, our site must be fast. Understand? The idea of putting every content of your site on your own page here may actually start making your site to crawl. Trust me. So most times, even when choosing team, choose teams that are that are quick in loading. You see, if you ask me, I'm not so happy with what I've seen here, but this is what they want anyway. This is what they wanted, but that's beside that. So you can make something good out of your team. Can make amazing stuff out of the team. Amazing. Amazing. So very quickly, let me take us back. This is when associate now. For example, you want to change the team to when associate. What do? You go back to your appearance, and what do again? You go to teams. See that? And you look for this one associate. What do? You activate. That's when you activate teams, you should realize that most times you don't get everything will change. For example, this old menu could disappear. I was wondering, wow, what has actually happened? Because these days it's not just about designing a new website. For example, I think check this is the nation news website, for example. If you ask me, this site is horrible. The design, the arrangement of the content is awful. You get? So you can actually take up on a project like this to redefine how the website look like, everything. And one other thing you also take cognizance of is your advert positioning. Yes, sir. Your advert positioning when buying any of this team. So this is it. This is one associate, and one associate has taken over. So what I'm gonna do very quickly is what I'm going to go back to my menus very quickly. You remember we already have my menu, but they are not showing. So I have to manage locations of those menus, because you see that primary menu should be what? Main menu. There is no top menu or header menu here now. What do? I save. And what do you get immediately when I reload? You see that everything has changed. So you can go back to customization. This is your latest news, for example. You see that for example, the images are not appearing. You know what to do in that area. Straight away, you can actually go back to customize. So you should know where to go to each time. That's for this particular team, for example. But if you look at it, this team do not have its own kind of panel, So here I'm going to look at background image. No, I don't need a background image for this site. Theme option, header option. I'm not using a header. Layout option, fluid content sidebar, okay. Archive, you see that except only, that means it should be only content. So I'm saying what? Except plus what? Thumbnail. The thumbnail means you add additional feature image, as in the feature image should appear. You see that as little as that, as little as that, as little as that, as little as that. That makes my work more beautiful. Okay. Alignment of image in the post should be centralized. Image in single post should be as big as what? This. I don't get that. So I can easily save this very quickly. That's done. By the time I reload this page, I'm going to get a different result entirely. See that? And when I read more, I'm going to get, I don't know if I have to get it now. So that's by the way. So I'm going to end this video here. This is just about playing around teams now. But before that, let me take us to the other team I'm going to be using here, because I'm going to bring us back to that team and show us how I'm going to arrange every content of this Nigerian news powerfully within a very short time. Just look at me very quickly, and I'm going to my appearance, I'm going to my teams, and straight away I'm picking a team here. You see that Jarida and what I'm activating. One of the best way to actually find out how your teams look like. Jarida. Probably don't even have the Jarida here too. You should see it. Jarida enable you to import your demo content. It enables you to do that. But right now you can't even see how it looks like. So if you go back to your preview, you view your site again. you're gonna realize that what Jarida is taking over. So you're gonna be wondering, wow. So this Nigerian news. Oh, everything. It is well. Everything has changed completely. So it's our responsibility now to make sure we now tweak this team to meet up with what we really want. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing in our next video. But let's look at how Jarida actually look like. Jarida. Let's do Jarida WordPress. For example, you got a team, you don't have access to the backend. You're like, how come? So let's look at Jarida. Let's take a preview at Jarida. And let's see how it look. Okay. Team Forest is actually your team factory where you see your manner. So we're actually, it's loading. What is Jarida? You see that? It's an amazing team. Preview. Okay. One of the major stuff I love about this team is it has many advert positioning, as in powerfully it has a lot of, and it's very light. This team is very light. So I've seen this now. Sometimes I can make amazing stuff out of my website. So to make sure this video is not too long, we are going to make sure we customize Jarida to meet with amazing requirements, so that you can have this changing gallery, everything without writing any code. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing in our next video, editing Nigerian news using the Jarida team. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.